So hi and welcome to this video, which is effectively part 5 in the series on the Dacia Sandero, where I'm trying to find the knocking sound. So what I'm now going to do is go to the underneath of the engine and remove the sump and see if the sump holds any clues as to what's going on. So normally I do an intro, but I've skipped that this week because I haven't actually been very well, so I lost a couple of days. But anyway, we'll crack on now and we'll drain the engine oil. And what could possibly go wrong? Now, I did say I wasn't too well at the beginning of the week, and I don't think I was really ready to actually start work on the car, but I did want to try and get a video out for this Friday. So I pursued, and I probably shouldn't have done. So anyway, so I got a 5 litre plastic container, and I was draining the oil into this because I wanted to save the oil. This is my sort of problem with me. I'm always trying to save money, so I was trying to save the oil in case I needed to put it back in the engine, instead of just putting it in a black pan and disposing of it. But anyway, I'll let you see what happens. That didn't work. Damn. Oh, it's going up. Disaster. No. No. What the hell? You messed up there. Oh, it's going down my arm. No, it's going down my arm. Oh no, you really messed up. That is going down my arm. No. What? No. Oh. Are you badly messed up? Are you really badly messed up? Oh, you messed up there. Oh, damn. Damn, that went wrong. Is that going in now or not? Oh, flip. Is that it? Oh, that was a mess. Oh, not again. Oh, you messed up there. You messed up badly. What a mess. Oh. Oh. Ow! That hurt. Oh, flipping out. What a mess. You got it on your arm. You've got it all over you. Oh, sugar, I washed these as well. I washed these. That didn't work, did it? That did not work. Sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Got that wrong. Oh, it's covered. That was a disaster, wasn't it? Oh no, where did you put that? Hey, where did you put the... No, don't even go there. No, you didn't drop it, did you? You took it out? Go away! What? Where's the sump plug? Where's the sump plug gone? Are you having a joke? Where's the sump plug? There it is. Ah, stupid. didn't go well, did it? That was the biggest disastrous oil change you've ever done. What? Get back here! Straight, give me a break. What's going on? Well, that was a disaster. Total disaster that was. So after that disaster, it's actually now time to remove the oil sump pan itself. So using a 13mm ratchet spanner, that's the easiest one to use, we just remove this rather large bolt here, which seems to be just holding on the flywheel side panel. Just a little cover there to cover that flywheel. And then we can just pull that away, like so. Now that gives us access to the screws that are around the bottom of the sump, of which there are many. So for that it's an E8 female Torx, and there are 17 sump screws to remove. So I won't show all those, we'll speed that up, it'll be a bit boring. This is a sump I've actually mended, as you can tell. It's a little bit wavy and ripply, but I did weld it up and it seemed to be okay. And then we've got one awkward one on the edge, which we just need to take off. So that's now all free, so we should better just use my sort of tool here that's specifically for removing, say, a sump. Like so. Makes easy work of that. And then we can just pull the sump away and just rotate it off the pickup sieve of the oil strainer. Here we go. So, are we going to see any bent con rods or anything nasty, anything obvious as to what's been causing a knocking in this engine? So nothing's fallen down. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the crank and big ends. So for that we obviously need to take the wheel off because we need access to the pulley. So we'll whiz these off with a 17mm socket and then give the wheel a damn good kicking. Here we go. It's asking for it. Give it your Dr. Martens. That's it. Very good. Right, there we go. So the wheel's off now. So we're just going to remove that plastic panel, and using an 18mm socket we can rotate the crank and again see if there's anything obvious. And I can't see anything obvious, but then I'm not a trained mechanic, and I haven't done any engine rebuilds. But it sort of looks okay to me. Nothing obvious. It's all sort of turning over okay. There's no issues there. There's no sort of stiff parts on rotating. Anyway, so let's take a look inside the oil sump. Now this is where things get a little bit more interesting. So, ooh, look at that. We've got like a metallic soup in there. So that's not looking so good. So it's clearly we've got an issue with metal rubbing against metal somewhere in this engine. I mean, is it the crank and the big ends? Perhaps the bearings? Or are we looking at camshaft? I don't know, but we've definitely got an issue. Okay, so let's leave this sump to drain overnight, see what we get. Ooh. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay, so if we take this to the bench and have a bit of a look, We've got like magnetic jelly now. It's quite fun to play with. I think you could actually buy magnetic jelly in the shops once.
That's a lot.
But yeah, we've definitely got homemade magnetic jelly here from my Dacia Sandero.
That is a lot of metal.
So something's missing, quite a bit of metal in that engine. So I'm going to use a bit of petrol here now, as you do, to sort of clean the oil away. Nobody can ever say I'm not a thorough person. And I obviously want to get to the bottom of these iron filings so that I can study them in great detail. It's bubbling away there now. You can see I'm fascinated by this. Still seems to be a magnetic jelly. We're going to work on this. We're going to get this even cleaner. And here we go, the end product. Now that it's been dried, here's magnetic filings, which we sort of realised in the beginning. But now we can see them. It's almost like carbon as well. Okay, so time to dissect the oil filter, I think. So these oil filters are always in a bit of an awkward position here on the, well, I say, the Renault engine. The D4F, which is in the Renault Clio. It's just above the one of the subframe members, so it's quite awkward. It's a very small filter as well. So I'm expecting this filter to be absolutely jam-packed with metal and possibly restricting the flow of oil through the engine. So we've got the flap disc out now. We're just going to cut the edges away on this filter. And then we can lift it apart. I'm trying to be extra cautious this time, because being that I'm not actually too well, I could really slice my hand on this. But so far, no injuries. There's the top off. And there's the filter. Very small filter. So no obvious signs of metal there. And a little metal spring in the bottom. Okay. And no signs of metal in there either. So we'll take this apart. This is always risky, this is. One slip and you've sliced your finger open.
Come on.
It's probably not one of the most sensible things to do. Everything's really sharp on them.
Right.
Okay, so there's our filter media, which I am expecting to be absolutely jam-packed with metal. And I can't see any metal. There's no metal at all. Run a magnet over. There's nothing there. Now this is really puzzling me. Why would the sump have metal in, but the oil filter have no metal at all in it? I don't get that. Perhaps if somebody can tell me the answer to this, I'd really like to know.
Why is there nothing in the filter?
Yeah, so if anyone knows why the filter would be actually clean, even though clearly the engine's been eating itself away, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, so let's take a quick look at the big ends. So my idea here is to use a pair of plumber's grips and see how much movement there is in the big ends. It's obviously a little bit of movement. I wouldn't have said that was massive amount. And that's moving about the same. But obviously I've got no engine rebuilding experience, so I don't know what's too much and what's not enough. I mean, the car's done over 100,000 miles. So, you know, you'd expect somewhere, presumably. So I'm sort of thinking, well, as long as all four of the big ends are the same as each other, then presumably they're okay. So we rotate it around now. So we've got cylinders 2 and 3 down there. And just check those. See if they wiggle about the same as 1 and 4. I mean, it's not moving all over the place, is it? So it seems to be the same amount of movement on all of them. So I would have thought they were okay. Well, there we are. So that's the end of this video. So here's some torque information. And as usual, some reference photographs which you can pause to view for longer. So you've been watching part 5 of diagnosing a loud knocking sound on this 2014 Dacia Sandero with the D4F engine. And thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Please like and subscribe. And this video was filmed and edited by me, Mark Savage, in October 2023 while being ill. I can also be found on Instagram and Facebook as Coats and Gators and X, but nobody's ever followed me on that.